Start recording. Start streaming. Oh, shit. And...
Oh, dang, I was going to... Too late?
Yeah, too late. Oh, shit. I can't get my cursor over there, Evan.
What'd you break?
I couldn't get my cursor over there to stop the intro. What is going on? It is the Al from D-Town. Let me clear my throat. And Chili442 Show. Evan, what is going on with you?
Nothing. I'm asleep at the wheel here. I don't have my Facebook up.
Oh, man, you're slipping.
To get in there and greet the people?
Looks like Claudia's the first one in.
Oh, my gosh, she's always on it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I was kind of up on my game. I mean, I got some news pulled up and everything, but I had a couple things I was wanting to talk about, and I cannot find the damn story.
Oh, jeez.
I know. I did watch. I did have the day off.
Today?
Yeah, I get Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get Sundays and Mondays off, which is cool because now you know how I am when we get done. I'm kind of in a rush, and I usually, before the garbage company closed, I was getting up at 3:30. Well, sometimes, I'd be uploading that stuff till 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then I'm always, I don't know, for some reason I get a little wired or whatever after the show. Like, I don't know. Maybe because my brain's still kind of working, I'm not just sitting there.
Yeah, got that adrenaline rush.
Right. Because this would be boring if we just sat there and, duh, what are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing?
Like gamers or something, just playing games.
Man, there's a lot of weed stories.
Weed stories?
Yeah.
With people getting busted? Is that still
no.
Big bus?
Like, I don't know why this popped up. What is Sensimilia weed and what does it mean? And can I legally smoke weed in my yard in Illinois? You know what? That's a good... Cannabis consumption has been legal in Illinois since 2020, but many residents still wonder if they can legally partake in it. Like most states in the U.S., a public use of marijuana in Illinois is illegal.
Mm-hmm. But what about your property? That's not public.
Can you smoke weed? Yeah, it doesn't really say. You can't smoke or consume your weed in public places or vehicles.
You can't drink in public either, but nobody ever gets busted for drinking on their out in their driveway. You
Well,
know.
yeah, and what about like like the okay, wait a minute. According to the Illinois Association's chief of police, that is entirely up to the landlord as they have the ability to prohibit marijuana use on their property. That applies to any backyard or balcony area within the property.
Okay.
What if you happen to own the residence you live at? In that case, then you are within your right to smoke in the residence or outside in your yard. So, yeah,
Interesting.
yep, there you
So
go.
now we know.
You can roll a fatty. And now, what if your neighbor smokes and you're passing it back and forth?
Across the
Yeah,
road.
no, not across the road, like your next door neighbor.
Oh.
That should be
Well,
okay, though.
you,
Yeah.
yeah. You just can't pass across the road. One has got to come to the other side to, split that J. And it's
Illinois,
easier to talk that way anyway.
right. Illinois is one of 21 states to regulate and legalize recreational marijuana.
Oh, God bless them.
Well, that's about the only good thing Illinois has done.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I don't know. Anything new with you this week, Evan?
No, we've had some good weather last 2 days. I haven't taken advantage of it. I feel bad. I did go out for a little walk today. Her sister's staying with us again, so took her dog down the road and back, and that was good for me. Um, Other than that, not much new.
Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot. I actually worked yesterday, but man, it was cold here yesterday. We
Oh
had
yeah.
we
Hmm.
yeah, we had snow and ice and shit on the ground,
Oh, we didn't.
which was fun on that fork truck. I'm not gonna lie. I came out of that back parking loading bay and yeah, I hit the brakes and it just slid on down.
Did you do some drifting?
Yeah, I did. Luckily it's not very steep, so it didn't pick up a lot of speed. And then, it did, just never try to jump off that shit. You ride that. I
Yeah.
actually put the seatbelt on because I was like, on this ice, you never know what that thing's going to do.
Oh, you should always wear it all the time.
No. It's been, yeah. Yeah, I mean, OSHA's watching, yes. You should always
Did you
wear
have
your.
to watch the safety videos?
I
You're supposed
did.
to wear
I did.
the seatbelt all the time on a fork truck. Absolutely.
I know. I know.
You don't want that thing. It's what, 8,000 pounds. I don't know how big the one you got, but most of them start about 8,000 pounds on up, and you don't want that to ever roll over on you.
Yeah. And now, if I'm in the back and I'm actually getting it up to full speed, because that thing will do probably 15, 16 miles an hour,
Hmm.
I do wear it. But when I'm like on the main dock, dude, I bet you I don't get over 2 miles an hour.
I understand.
Because I mean, it's so compressed in there and everything. But I dig it, man. I dig the job. I deal with a few customers and I don't mind that. I'm good with them. And, I had one lady that I swear to God, I was her personal shopper. She asked me for a tool in plumbing. So I was like, yeah, I can take you over there. Well, the guy that usually does the plumbing was with somebody. And I said, well, I kind of know what she wants. And he goes, take care of her. And I was like, cool. And so I took care of her. And then she was like, and then I'm looking for this. So I had to take her over there. And then it was like, I finally like got away from her. And I thought, okay, I got to go to the back and do a few things. And then I got to go out front and do this display thing. And I get halfway through the store She turns the damn corner. Hey, I'm looking for Febreze. I'm like, oh my God.
Once you find somebody at a store, if she knows it, once you find somebody at a store who knows something, like you latch onto them.
Uh huh.
I mean, man, I've gone to Lowe's a couple times and asked for something, and these people, they will do this. They pull out their phone, they act like they're looking at something, and they tell you what aisle it is, and they're way wrong, or they tell you they don't even have it, and then you find it and you go show it to them minutes later. They're a total waste of time.
Yeah.
Find somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. I swear, like Lowe's and shit, they hire people just to stand around
Yeah, it kind of seems like it. It kind of
because they
seems
don't
like
know
it.
shit.
Yeah. And yeah, I I don't know. I think that's kind of why I like this company I work for, um, because they are more customer based. Mostly everything is about the customer. So I mean, it's cool. I like it. And
Cool.
and dogs, dude. I saw so many dogs Saturday. And if I see one, I either slow down or I'll walk to that dog. I'll say something, bend over and pet it, and then go. But this dude brought this Mastiff in, 155 pounds, dude.
Oh yeah, I knew a girl had one.
The
Insane.
the sweetest damn dog I've ever. Oh
They are. They'll sit on the couch like a human.
yeah, and
It's
then
nuts.
this one lady brought in. She had her cart and she laid a blanket down, and had like two of those baby corgis.
Yeah,
The kind of fuzzy dogs or whatever. Oh my God. Those are like the cutest puppies I've ever seen.
I bet.
So, yeah, I still get to see dogs and shit, so I'm all good. I am all good.
Get to scratch that itch.
Well, and then I got an elderly lady on my route, and she's got this dog, Jessie. And this dog had me wrapped around her finger. If it was raining, okay, I would get the garbage at the street and have to walk all the way up to their porch because she would be sitting there howling at me
Hmm.
to bring her treats. Now, if it wasn't raining, she'd be right there. But yeah, if it was raining, she'd just sit on the porch. Ooh. Well, um, Saturday I saw her. I saw the lady walk in, and she noticed me right away, and she waved at me, and the dog's kind of excited and everything being in the store, and I said Jesse, and the dog just froze, dude, and it looked at me, and I kind of lifted my hat a little bit because I had my hat kind of pulled down because Saturday it was kind of windy and cold and crap like that. So I kind of lifted up my hat, and it was like she recognized me, and she just started like scratching on the floor trying to get to me. But them floors are kind of slick, so they can't get real good traction. But she just started crying.
Wow.
And then I got down and she was just all licking me in the face and even scratched my face on the side there. But it's like I wasn't even mad. It was like, oh, it was like, oh. And then everybody's kind of looking at me and I'm like, oh, I was like, that was a dog on my garbage route. And, you know,
That's fucking nuts.
I
People
know.
got to be like blown away at this. Like, really?
And
That
then,
was a dog on your
uh,
route and recognized you and flips out like it's your long lost dad.
well, it was an older lady, and most of her children like live out of state, and she didn't have a lot of visitors and anything like that. So I was pretty much, besides her, the only one that had any interaction with this dog. And I saw it twice a week. I'd see it on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Hmm.
So
Cool.
what's going on, Dave? Dave Bingham in the house. There was something else, and We'll get to news here in a second, but I think there was a. I can't find it, man. I wanted to do this story so bad. Oh, teacher arrested by police in riot gear over wrongful sex abuse claim by student is awarded $5 million.
What?
Yeah, this is that one in North Carolina that, I mean, the media and everybody, I mean, they had her like dead to rights. They were like, they smeared her name. They showed the cops coming in riot gear for a little blonde-haired chick. And, they made like a national thing out of it, and then come to find out the kid lied about it.
And she was awarded 5 million.
Yep, I'm sorry, it was in Virginia, not North Carolina. Yep.
5 million.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Good. And I think everybody that ran with the story and smeared her name, without knowing. I mean, it's one thing to sit there and say, okay, they've been accused of this. But without, I don't know.
Yeah. I guess I've known of people go through a whole lot more and get a whole lot less.
Right, you're
And
right.
I'm thinking 5 million. Okay, you pay off your lawyer, now you got three, and you put that and you invest it and you retire and live happily ever after. I get it, but wow.
But
I'm just
here's the thing. And then it came to find out that the accuser and his mother ended up trying to fake text messages that were supposed to be from the teacher. So it was probably a money grab or something like that. But here's the thing where I think the cops fucked up. They're in riot gear and they bust her in her bedroom and arrest this 5'3", 100 and something pound woman. No, that's a little too far.
oh, that's absolutely.
And
these no knock raid things are just stupid.
yeah, and I mean, the only thing that sucks is that $5 million. It's not coming from anybody except the taxpayer.
Yeah, it's stupidity all around. But yeah, and these raids, we have the sophistication to know when that person's probably going to leave the house again. We can surveillance it. We can get them. We don't need to come in the middle of the night and risk lives. It's just stupidity.
Not for something like that. If it was something where
Not
they're
from
right, if it's a hostage situation or something like that, I'm completely down with you guys getting in your military gear and playing fucking Rambo. But there's no reason to do it on a woman. That was a teacher that has no violent history. What the fuck did you think she was gonna do?
Booby trap the whole place and I don't know, be laying in bed with an AR. I don't know.
Yeah, that just I don't know. It says Miss Winters and her legal team subsequently sued Loudoun County Sheriff Michael Chapman and Deputy Peter Rourke. And a jury just took 2 hours this month to determine that the latter had acted maliciously. So I wonder if they didn't rough her up a little bit or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Kind of part of the game, isn't it? Isn't that what the shit they dream of?
Yeah, and I mean, it just, I'm looking at a picture of her, and I don't see why you would. I don't care if she stole a bunch of shit. You do not need a SWAT team to take down a little lady, especially, like I said.
Yeah.
Anyway, Evan, let's get to some weird and wacky news from around the world.
All right, what do you got?
This is kind of it. Mexican president. I can't believe I was searching all over and it was on this first link. Mexican president posts photo of what he claims is an elf.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they got a picture of it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this post. No. Yeah, you might go and you can probably search for it, but Mexican's president posted a photo on his social media account Saturday showing what he said appeared to be a mythological woodland spirit similar to an elf.
He
He
probably
did.
hangs out with six others and a really hot chick, a normal chick.
What were the seven dwarfs' nickname? Horny, sleazy, slutty, hoary. Um. Anyway,
Stony.
he did not seem to be joking when he posted the photo of the elf. So he said it was
Hmm.
taken 3 days ago by an engineer and it appears to be an I don't know how to pronounce this. Aluxe. Aluxi? Aluxu? Aluxi? I don't know.
Okay.
The nighttime photo shows a tree with a branch forming what looks like a halo of hair and what may be stars forming the figure's eyes. I'm going to have to try to find this.
The dwarf or
Yeah,
the whatever
I want.
elf.
Yeah, I want to see what the hell it looks like. I can't believe they do the story and not put a picture of it. Kind of stupid. It's kind
Kind of
of
like a Bigfoot
stupid.
sighting.
Uh, this from CNN.com. Ketchup helped man survive weeks lost at sea. Now Heinz Ketchup wants to buy him a new boat.
Really?
Yeah, you know what? I don't think that guy's gonna want to get on a boat again for a while.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think his boating days are probably fucking done. And his ketchup eating days are probably done. he's
Yeah, no, thank you.
he's like
I'm good.
if I ever see a boat or another bottle of Heinz ketchup again, I'm killing somebody.
Yeah, that shit is just. You probably could live on it because it's pretty much. I mean, it's a lot of corn sugar. I know. Supposedly, Heinz by law is not allowed to be called ketchup because it deviates so far from
Actual ketchup.
Yeah, like German beer has their regulations.
You're
I mean,
right.
but yeah, Heinz ketchup so much high fructose corn syrup and shit.
Yeah, I don't like Heinz. I am not a Heinz fan. I,
I'll eat it, but it's ketchup. I mean,
yeah, I
I'm
don't.
not a big fan. I just like a little bit on some fries or a little bit on
Right. That's
a
about the only.
hamburger.
Yeah, and see right there, you killed me on that. Don't put it on my burger. And if I ever see if, unless you are a kid, if you put ketchup on a hot dog, there's something wrong with you. You ate leadwood chip or paint chips. Something's wrong with you, and you need to go get checked out.
You're probably right.
This one from Fox 5 in Atlanta. Georgia woman drives SUV into Popeyes over missing biscuits.
Oh, I used to be pretty serious about my biscuits. Not that serious.
Man, you know what? That would be like the ultimate torture. It's like take somebody out in the desert and make them eat like 6 Popeye biscuits and
Uh,
then just drive away.
I could see that. But back in high school, we go to like KFC drive-through and just get biscuits. And got the honey spread and the butter, and I mean, God, I love them things.
Oh, I do too. I
But you
think
gotta have a drink with it, yeah.
right. Yeah, you gotta have a. uh,
It's like eating saltines, It's like you gotta have something to wash it down.
Evan, we're going over the pond for this one, and I guess they have a place over there um, called Morrison's, and it's a shop, and I don't know what kind of shop. It almost looks like some kind of a deli or something. But a man has been banned from Morrison's Daily Shop after saying his girlfriend would poop in the middle of the store if they did not meet his demands. Gary Charles, 43, whose address was blah, 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 appeared in court on Thursday, February 23rd, where he pleaded guilty to one charge of using threatening or domestic words designed to cause harassment, alarm, or distress.
Well, yeah. Don't threaten to have somebody shit my place.
When the
I'll rub your
checkout,
face in it like a dog.
I want to see. He said the man had pushed his buttons and he was so mad he wanted to hit him, but instead ordered his girlfriend to drop her shorts and to take the number 2.
And she's like, "Do what?"
She refused, so she was not charged. Well, that's the good part of the story. She did not do it. And Gary,
No, not gonna crap.
Gary might be single. Damn it, I said extra butter. Barista robot that can make 20 drinks is launched in South Korea coffee shops.
20 drinks what?
At a
A minute?
time.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, shit, Evan. We might I wonder if these people are responsible for the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Walnut Creek police break up senior citizen catalytic converter theft ring.
Senior citizens getting in on it.
Yeah.
Dang boomers.
Many in the Bay Area, so this is going to be over in San Francisco, have had converters ripped off multiple times. If awards were given for criminals for the most popular item to steal, the converter would win the grand prize hands down. I want to try to get some of the... Oh, here we go. The men who call themselves the Silver Cats range from age 86 to 92.
Wow.
They are responsible for at least 100 converter thefts in the East Bay, but may just be the tip of the iceberg.
I'm impressed these old coots can get down underneath there and hack them off.
Arrested were Dan Armstrong, 86, the alleged ringleader, Henry Chin, 88, Roberto Webb, 90, and David Vargas, 92. The four met at a senior community, which asked us not to publish their location. According to the director, they all played chess, and this is how they first met. The gang was originally charged with grand theft, but charges have since been dropped.
What are they going to do? Give you life?
Yeah,
Give
that's
me
true.
life. It'll probably be next Thursday. I mean, come on.
According to the source at the senior facility, they hired high-powered attorney Jason Meyer, who found doctors to diagnose all four with dementia, and the district attorney agreed to drop charges if each of the Silver Cats promised to never steal again.
They did the dementia plea. They didn't even try that temporary insanity. They're so old, they just did the dementia plea.
Yeah. And I don't know. That's pretty funny, though.
That is funny.
Do not approach the Cookie Monster, Evan.
What?
Police warn locals not to approach man in Cookie Monster costume terrorizing seaside area. Evan, we actually got a picture of this dude.
In a Cookie Monster costume.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me flip this up real quick. And that's going to be display. Yeah, so here we go, Evan. And
Can't you sneak up on him? Can't see all the way around, can he?
He's just walking around in this stupid outfit. So it'll pop up in a minute.
Oh, I see him. Yeah. Yeah, he can't see behind him. He just see out the
No,
mouth.
yeah,
So he
just
just,
run up and tackle his ass.
yeah, I'd knock him right over that fence, right into the
Quit.
water.
Okay, number one, if you're a weirdo and you're doing something like that, you're wearing a costume that's going to attract kids. So that's dangerous. So you got to do something about that guy. He might have every right to do it. But if he's terrorizing people, then eventually little kids are going to start running up to him. Yeah, I think you got to
Yeah,
the
don't harass people. Yeah.
the man who wears a costume of the beloved Sesame Street character has reportedly been creeping out visitors to the Santa Cruz Wharf, bothering them and aggressively yelling.
Yeah. Leave people alone.
Uh,
Do it in your
one
own home.
one visitor to the popular tourist destination said it's the creepy monster, not the cookie monster. So yeah. Joyce Bleschel of the Santa Cruz Police Department said we are getting calls from the people who said he is creepy. But I guess that's not a law, but man, what a weirdo. Find something else to fucking do.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it's just, I don't know. It's almost like them TikTok people that just do the pranks. And then I've been seeing quite a few of them get the shit beat out of them. And I ain't gonna lie, I watched those a couple times. Because, because look, man, yeah, it's content and everything like that, and you're gonna get laughs for a little bit, but man, you're that's some dangerous territory because people can protect themselves.
Hmm.
And you startle somebody or something like that, shit, you get shot, I ain't gonna feel sorry for you.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Yep. Students hold wrestling event on streetcar to mark graduation. Evan, a group of these guys just graduated and were so happy they celebrated with beer and decided to jump on this streetcar. Well, you know
Okay.
what? Nothing says, hey, we graduated, welcome to adulthood, like having a full blown WWE style wrestling match on the streetcar.
Right.
They were kicked off.
Good.
ISIS woman accused of turning boys as young as 13 into human stud farm.
What woman?
ISIS,
Oh.
the terrorist organization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Two boys have come forward to claim they were victims in a twisted plot run by ISIS. This is from Yahoo News. That forced at least 10 young teenagers to try to impregnate dozens of women held in detention centers. Wow.
Hmm.
And then this story. This will be one of our last ones, but I kind of thought this was weird. They are not TV anchors, they are avatars. How Venezuela is using AI generated news reporters.
Really?
Dude, I got to show you these. You would think this shit is real. You would think these two people, and it's not. It's AI. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Them two reporters there are AI generated.
I heard supposedly they're doing that, like, there's the OnlyFans and stuff, that some of these chicks are eventually just going to be computer generated. You just wouldn't know the difference. Some of these videos of cars going around racetracks and stuff like that I see that are from video games or computer generated, they're so real, it's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, there they are up there. But yeah,
I
man.
see that. Wow.
Yeah, they look Phew. That's
Yeah, that looks
scary,
like real
man.
people.
Yeah. That is some scary shit, man. uh
How soon till movies are just pretty much that?
yeah. Yeah.
Because
Not
they've
too
had the
far.
ability for the longest time. Like, was it The Crow that
Yeah.
had Bruce Lee's son in it? He died. He got shot, and they finished the movie doing CGI stuff, and that was 30 years ago.
Right, right. Right.
So how come they really need actors these days? And you kind of wonder.
No. Now this we're going to go to our buddy Dave Moreland to finish out our newscast like we always do. And this one, man, I don't know what happened. Um because I've read it already, but we got two of them for you. It might be because it says our bozo for today comes from the thinning the herd division from Brazil. Comes the story of Leonardo Noves, who took his mother to a facility for an MRI procedure. As you are no doubt aware, an MRI is a magnetic, uh, what is that word?
Resonance imaging.
Resonance imaging.
Resonance.
Yep. With the key word being magnetic. After being informed of the risks involved with the procedure, our bozo accompanied his mother into the MRI room with a pistol concealed in his waistband. Bad, bad idea. The machine was turned up.
I'm sorry. I kind of see where this is going.
The machine was turned on and the pistol was pulled out from the waistband, discharging in the process. In the process, services are pending. No word on the results of the procedure for his mother. So he must have died.
Wow. Yeah, that's a giant magnet. Yeah, we're talking magnet. Yes.
Wow, what a dumbass. Oh, the headline for that one. Good thing he didn't bring his knife also.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, in this one, Evan, where's this next one coming from?
Florida.
Palm, Palm Coast, Florida. Well, at least his intentions seem to be good, Evan. Our unidentified bozo broke into a closed gas station in the early morning hours. He rummaged around, found the items he was looking for, and left. Clean getaway, right, Evan?
Hmm.
Well, not exactly. He left a debit card with his name on it next to the register. The,
Smooth.
the cops actually recognized the man's name and went to his residence where they found the stolen items. He then offered the bozo excuse of the week. He told the cops he left the card behind so he could come back later and pay. The cops then offered up their short answer. Leaving a debit card behind does not absolve you from theft or breaking windows to get into a business. He was arrested and charged with theft.
Man. It's like you're trying.
I
It's
know.
like you're not even trying.
Uh, and a local story, I did find this one. This one is in Illinois. A McHenry woman was found in contempt of court after she showed up to her criminal court case hearing with a blood alcohol content 4 times over the legal driving limit. She
Wow.
admitted to driving herself to court. But, Evan, what do you think that she was going to court for?
Drinking and driving.
Damn, you got it, Evan. She was
I think she's got a problem.
yeah. She was charged in November with driving under the influence along with numerous traffic violations. So, yeah, don't
Wow.
that is a bad idea. You
So she
know,
was .36, .32.
yeah. If
Yeah.
even if it was the night before, don't do it. If you got court, I hope you don't. You know, most of the people that listen to us are kind of our age. I hope you're not still dealing with the court system.
No.
But if you do, don't get fucked up the night before. Now, if you know you're going to prison or something like that, and that's your last free day, then all means. But I don't know. Maybe that's what she thought. But your first court date, they're not going to sentence you. And if you do get sentenced, if it's like a non-violent offense, you usually can pick a day where you have to report to
Really?
to jail. They usually give you a week or a couple weeks if you ask. So, oh, but anyway, a story that we could not verify, but it is a headline, but I cannot find the original story. So, believe it if you want. You can go and try to find it, but it says bipolar man blasts air horn in wife's vagina, sending her to the hospital. She is 33 years old. Oh, it ruptured her bladder, it says. Dallas, Texas. But when you click on the link, it doesn't take you to, it says this content is unavailable. So
Yeah.
we're not 100% sure. But
Man, think if she was pregnant, that kid coming out completely deaf, just like what the hell?
but when I started looking this up, we found all these stories about air horns. Um, here a Columbus man was arrested yesterday after allegedly waking his wife up with an air horn and then pointing a handgun at her.
It's a rude awakening.
The best part of waking up. And then this one, man arrested for getting drunk and terrorizing neighborhood with air horn at 3:35 in the morning. He was pulling in their driveways and he had a pickup truck with a train horn on it.
Oh man.
Yeah, so he was
Yeah, that scared the crap out of somebody.
well, yeah. And and we were wondering if that was we were kind of talking about that before we started the show if that would be like an assault charge. I
I,
wonder.
I don't know. No, they would do a ticket, noise pollution, blah blah
Right.
blah. But I don't know that. But yeah, that does scare the crap out of somebody.
Now
All of a sudden, horn goes off like that.
now if you ruptured like somebody's eardrum or something, you might be responsible. You might be liable for their injuries and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. And so yeah, if you're thinking about using an air horn with the old lady in the bedroom, don't. You'll blow her cooter out.
Yeah,
Well, I think that is going to do it for
it's probably a good thing.
our main show. Oh, I apologize, folks. Look. Oh, we try to be somewhat mature, but when you get a story like that, you want. I mean, I don't want to see anybody hurt, but man, that's funny stuff. I and I just want to know if it was done out of anger. It really doesn't say. You can't tell. I mean,
Or what did she do the morning before?
or
And he's
maybe
like,
did,
"Oh, I'll get your ass back tomorrow." But
or maybe didn't do. Oh, if she ain't gonna use that thing on me.
I don't know. There's crazy people out there. You all right?
I got to laughing and started to say something, and it just went. Yeah, I don't see that anywhere else. So that must be a fake story. Which
Probably.
I mean,
Oh
I'm
well.
happy the lady isn't hurt, but I'm disappointed that story wasn't real. Anyway, Evan, tell Facebook goodbye.
All right, people. Thanks for joining us once again. Um, I don't know. Have a great week.
Yeah, and be sure it won't be till later, but we always record a little bit after the show, and we put it on YouTube. And sometimes I mean to share it on Facebook during the week, but I usually forget. So here you go. Anyway, Evan, it was fun. Facebook, it was fun. Like I said, we're going to continue the show for about 20-25 minutes, and we'll release that on YouTube. So check it out. Al from D-Town on YouTube. We love you. Peace. Be good to one another.
Later.
And let me end this live. Right on, right on, right on. Chili?
Yeah. What do you got?
I don't really have anything for chili after dark.
Let me check my notes. Sometimes I jot down things, but things through the week that like, hey, that'd be something to talk about. Yeah, not really.
Yeah, I don't. I know McDonald's and Chick-fil-A are doing all this plant-based sandwich bullshit.
That's the next step, you know. As long as it's not the bugs, like Klaus Schwab, you eat the bugs and you will own nothing and like it. Yeah, that's what they want. They want to get all the people. The population is growing and it's not sustainable for everybody to eat the amount of meat that they do. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And, and I'm cool with that because look, I don't like meat shortages and shit because they make the price of that shit go up. So all you motherfuckers out there that want to go vegan, I encourage it because that means I'm gonna get steak a little cheaper.
Man, we've been talking about chickens because they allow it up here in our little village. They allow it, and we've talked about it. And then the price of eggs goes up, and you never know with these food shortages. Crazy things happening. It'd be nice to have chickens. We'd have to fence in some of the yard and get a little coop for them, and
Yeah,
it'd be neat.
yeah, I think so. Oh, I'm getting some. As soon as I get a place with a big enough yard, I kind of want to get like on the outskirts where I can have like an acre or two. I just need the land because I'll buy a mobile home or trailer and throw on that some bitch. I don't need a big ass house.
Hmm.
I don't want a big ass house. I want a big shed or a pole barn, and I'll if I got that much land and shit like that, and I got all them animals, I ain't gonna be in that house that much.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, those animals they don't take care of themselves. I mean, you gotta go out there and clean shit. You gotta do everything.
The only problem with the animals is it's a full-time job.
It sure is.
Any farmers that have animals, any kind of livestock, ask them the last time they took a 2-week vacation. And then like you're gonna have to duck that punch coming at you. You know.
One of my customers on my Wednesday route, it was a cattle farm, and them him and his wife they were getting up when I would pull in, and they would be on the four-wheeler or whatever taking straw out to the cows or scooping something. It was they were always working when I pulled in.
Mm-hmm.
And this was early, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah,
Yeah, your day starts early.
it still does, and I like that. Because with this new gig that I got, it's 6 to 2, and like hell, Saturday, I took lunch at noon. So I take an hour lunch. So it's like shit.
Yeah.
By the time I got back, I had to work an hour. And then, by the time I actually got clocked in and walked to the back and grabbed my shit and then, made it back to the dock, it was like 1:15 and I didn't do nothing. I ain't even gonna lie.
Sweet.
But I had everything done.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I get a list every morning, but I don't get it until like 9 o'clock. Well, I've already been there for 3 hours. It takes me usually hour and a half to unload a semi, a full pack semi. And uh, Friday, I was was the first day by myself. And I was nervous because the guy that trained me Thursday I got 1 day of training. And then the guy that trained me left. So, he was like, man, the one thing, he goes, they don't like to wait. So Thursday night, I can't sleep, dude, because I'm worried about going in there and not being quick enough and shit like that. I get about halfway through the truck, she comes up and she goes, slow down. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, just slow down. She goes, you're overwhelming them guys. And I was like, cool. I mean, look, it wasn't cool that I was overwhelming them, but it was cool that I wasn't behind.
Right.
And the only complaint that I had was that I needed to slow down and just be a little more careful. But I didn't hit anything. I don't know why she said that because I made sure. I mean, nothing was touched. So,
Yeah.
and it's hard too because this isn't a huge warehouse or anything like that. It's a loading dock and there's not much room. Usually the stuff we get goes right out to the floor. So we get a truck every day.
Hmm.
Except I didn't have one Saturday to unload. There was a seed trailer there, but we had so much shit from the Friday truck that that had to be broke down. That wasn't like full pallets of stuff. It was just different stuff. And those have to be broke down and coded and everything like that, so it takes longer for them to get that shit.
Hmm.
But I don't know, man. I didn't think I would really care for going, um, to a retail place like this, but I'm kind of digging it.
It's not your typical retail, and it's
No,
not big company where it's overloaded with people and layers of management and micromanaging. It's you do your thing and you get it done, and I
that's
don't
right.
think anyone's going to say a word to you, and
Yep.
after a while you pretty much just call your shots in the place. Like I'm doing this, and
Right.
here's the deal, and
Yeah, and I told him I was like, look, man, this is a little different um landscape for me. I was used to working by myself for so many years. The last couple years, I got a helper on the garbage route, but 90% of that, I was working alone.
hmm
And that's what I told him. I said, "Hey, sometimes I'll just go and do shit on my own." And well, it was. I'll give you an example. Like when I started and we went back there, I noticed this pallet of fuel pellets was over, and they look like those pellets that you use for the smokers. But
hmm
these go for like pellet wood burning stoves and shit like that. These aren't for like cooking food. They're just made for like heating and shit like that. So these were double stacked and it had rained, and one side of the pallet, like, it rotted. So it shifted and it went over to the side. Well, like Saturday, they said that's been that way for over a year. So Saturday, it was slow because the weather was shitty. So I took an empty pallet and I climbed up there, probably broke a couple OSHA rules, and you know, start breaking down that pallet because there was no way you were going to get that second pallet. They were stacked on top of each other. And I tried to get up in there like with one fork and kind of lift it and shift it to the side, but the pallet was just gone. So, but I ended up doing that, and hell, it wasn't even on my list, but I wrote it on there. I'm like, shit, I'm getting credit for that.
Sounds like you're having fun.
I am, and that's a main thing. And plus all that farm equipment, I know it. So it's like, psh. And I get to see a lot of my customers that I used to work for, and now I'm still, well, they're still my customers in a way.
There you go.
So
I love it.
yeah, I do too, man.
Good deal.
And I was getting too old for that garbage. Honestly, jumping in and out of that truck every stop, and
Yeah, wear your ass out.
yeah. And I mean, I still work outside now, so and I mean, like Saturday, I didn't have to. I could have found stuff inside to do, but it was just like, well, I like working by myself. It was, to me, it wasn't that cold, but I'm used to it. Everybody else, oh man, they're wearing thermal bibs and crap like that. I'm like, yeah, it's not that cold. Wearing snow boots and shit. It's like we didn't even get like a dusting of snow. Well, that's what it was. It was a dusting. But, I think it started off as rain because there was a lot of ice at, the first part of the morning. But
we didn't get it.
Not on the main roads. It was just kind of like parking lots and sidewalks and, stuff like that. So they probably treated the road, overnight, which I'm going to I know I give my town a lot of shit, but I am going to give them props. They do keep our streets and shit well salted, sometimes too much damn salt.
Right now they're getting to the end of the year and they haven't had a lot, so they're probably trying to use it all up, because if they don't use it all up, then that affects their budget for the next year.
Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, we've got a big stockpile and we're at the end of February. We got one more month to burn all this. So they probably lay it out, which sucks for your fenders.
Right. Which
Hate
now
that shit.
Which now, I mean, the only good thing about the fenders and stuff like that is like a lot of the pickup trucks and damn it. You there? Says reconnecting. I don't think we can go a Sunday show without him dropping off. You there, bud? I can't hear you, Evan. Let me try to call you back. Your audio dropped. Okay. He must have heard me. So let's try it again. Sorry, folks. This is every show, ain't it? People are gonna start thinking this is part of the show.
Well, technical difficulty.
Yeah, this is the part of the show where Evan drops off.
Are you there? Are you there? Oh, damn it.
Man.
Answer me, please answer me.
There is there was a story that, damn it, I wanted to read during the news, and I got off of this damn site for some reason, and when I went back to it, we're done with news. But vandalism suspect breaks into California court, starts fire. A 31-year-old man who showed up to a California courthouse over the weekend to inquire about an upcoming hearing in a vandalism case broke into the courtroom and started a fire and committed other vandalous actions.
How long did it take him to grab the guy? I mean,
What a
serious.
fucking idiot.
What, the guy comes in with a big wad of paper and a big lighter and starts,
Uh, this one was
still,
kind this one was kind of weird too. Crypto mining operation found in school crawl space. A former employee of a Massachusetts town is facing charges of allegedly setting up a secret cryptocurrency mining operation in a remote crawl space at a school.
wow.
I wonder if he did that because of the internet or something like that.
It draws a lot of electricity, doesn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, it's a lot of, like, it must create a lot of heat because some of those big generating things, they've got, cooling towers and stuff, water cooling. Um, I don't know. I don't understand it all. It's
Yeah,
insane to me
I don't either. But man,
how a Bitcoin is generated.
yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be somewhere like they go through computers and shit. It's in I don't get it.
They're trying to link up codes or whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Bitcoin and all them cryptocurrencies have taken a huge hit on the stock markets.
Hmm.
People that got into it like in the last year or so have lost a lot of money. So, I mean, if you got into it a year ago and now, yeah, you're probably hoping it makes a comeback. But
Yeah.
dude, I don't know. And I know we talked about it last week or whatever about we keep raising minimum wage and how a lot of these restaurants and everything there's no longer employees. It's make your order and make your payment at a kiosk. And they're trying to do that at this gas station up the road. And dude, it's horrible. There's lines now, like almost all the way to the back of the store, because you get people that don't know how to use it. And this one, you're supposed to set your stuff on this like scale. It's never right. I got a 2 liter bottle of Sprite and an energy drink, and it was counting the energy drink as Pennzoil. And you know what a quart of Pennzoil is at a gas station? $9.59
Wow.
at a gas
Wow.
station.
I don't even know what oil costs anymore, but man, I remember in high school where a quart of oil at the hardware store was 95 cents.
Hold on.
So anyway, I'm used to inflation and things. Of course, at a gas station, everything's double.
Uh
I
oh,
buy the 5 gallon or 5 quart jugs of synthetic, and
well, here. What is this? How much is it? 10W30 advanced synthetic is 11.49 a quart.
it's just synthetic. Yeah. Wow. Like I said, I buy the 4 or 5 quart jugs. I never buy it by the quart.
Yeah, a quart of Pennzoil Platinum 10W30 is $136.62.
What? How much?
I know. Hold on.
Or that a case?
That's 5 quarts.
Okay, I used to order cases of Valvoline VR1 through O'Reilly,
Oh,
the
hold
race
on.
oil.
It's 45.54 but you must order in multiples of 3.
Yeah.
So,
You, yeah, it used to cost for me to buy 2 6 packs. I'd buy 12 through have more through O'Reilly's. It was like $90
there,
for me to do 2 oil changes in the old cars.
here we go. Regular Pennzoil, just your regular 10W30, $7.50 a quart.
Wow.
You can get Quaker State at Walmart for $4.86 a quart.
Like I said, I remember when I was in high school, and it was $1 a quart. That's just a trip.
See, that must be most of that synthetic because it said for the most part, average cost of a quart of motor oil will fall somewhere between $3.50 and $6, depending on the brand, type of oil, and function.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're cheaper Walmart brands, off brands. Yeah,
Right.
3 something probably makes sense.
That's not horrible. Yeah, that $11 was that good Pennzoil. So, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Everything's just skyrocketing. Ex-
Well, you saw on Facebook the other day that I had that old spool of speaker wire that I paid $9 for, which I probably had, I don't know, 20 years or something. And then she picked me up a new spool for, me doing the garage stereo. $34 for the same 50-foot 16 gauge spool of speaker wire. Like, how? It's nuts. Copper or whatever, just inflation right now. It's it's nuts. We don't buy much but groceries.
yeah. Jesus. $34 for that. And that speaker wire, what was that? Like $8 for that spool?
Yeah, 8.90 something, $9.
Yeah,
What I
like
bought at Radio Shack years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, that's where I always got my speaker wire too. Cause you
It's
got them
just,
big old spools and
but retail kills things, Like my buddy showed a link through Parts Express in Ohio, which I used to order a lot of audio stuff from them years ago. Is saying a 200-foot, 4 times that 200-foot spool for $34. Mail, plus you got shipping on top of that. So I mean, some of your retail just kills things these days. They're digging their own grave. I understand they got to pay their people, but man, with Amazon, whew,
yeah, Amazon killed a lot of shit.
it is killing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
continuing.
Oh, I think they already did. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you can come. I think you can. I think you can come back from like we got 2 Walmart when they opened those 2 Walmarts in in my town. I knew right then. I was like, this is bad. This
Hmm.
is bad. And now Walmart is starting, but when they first started, they were not selling just American goods. It was hard to find American goods in Walmart when they, first unleashed on these cities the way they did. And nobody could compete with them. They buy so much in bulk that they get such a discount that your small mom and pop place, they can't compete with that.
Yep. I'm looking at Amazon here just for fun. Oh man, 50 foot. Here's a 50 foot for $11.
Yeah.
I had no idea when she went to Best Buy that they were gonna. Here's another one, 16. I think this is 50 foot, $20.75. Another brand. So I can't believe the markup at Best Buy. That's insane. Here's another one, 100 foot, $14.98.
I
This is just craziness.
right. And you know what? Best Buy, they kind of they went crazy on their prices when they started like uh you know that when places like Circuit City and places like that started going out of business, then Best Buy just man, it almost seems like they doubled their price on. I can't even tell you the last time I walked into a Best Buy.
Damn, I'm thinking of taking it back. I haven't even opened this roll. It just blew me away. I'm like, what? She's like, oh, I picked up some speaker wire you were talking about. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah, unless it's monster wire, it should not cost that.
No, it's
I'd hate to see
fucking
what
copper's copper.
right, I'd hate to see what that monster wire costs there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't mess around with Best Buy too much. I'm not a fan. I was a fan of Circuit City though. I loved that electronics store.
Yeah,
And
I'm with you.
but anyway, Evan, let's go ahead and call it a show, and
All right.
we'll get out of here. I'm not sure what we're going to do Wednesday. Why don't you pick the list Wednesday?
I will try. We talked the other day, me and the woman, about commercials, but you can't do sound bites, even short sound bites.
I don't know.
It'd probably be too much work to try to do.
But,
Never mind. Okay,
yeah.
I'll work on something.
Yeah, I mean, we probably could if we just went to YouTube and just played the audio and not the video. I think we can do that. But then again, you won't hear it.
Yeah.
You know, we need to find somebody that can help us out on that. Because I don't know. I've tried everything on that board to get it where you can hear it, and I still can't figure it out. Anyway, tell them bye, Chili.
All right. Good night, everyone. Have a great week.
Folks,
Thanks for joining us.
we will catch you Wednesday for another great episode of The List. I thought the last couple were pretty good, too.
I had fun.
Yep. So, anyway, we'll catch you then. Peace. We love you. Be good to one another.